Today we're gonna play around with these new segmented kind of box designs that I came up with for the 3D printer. I'm super excited to play with these. So let's get a close-up view so you can see kind of what's going on. It's a little hard with the white. We have to kind of get some shadows going so you can see what's happening here, but I kind of thought that this looked like an Easter egg design. And I thought it'd be kind of fun to do different segments, basically, with resin. So I came up with this design. If you want to download this file, you can purchase it on my website. That's available. There's a link down in the description below, and I'll put a link in the chat as well. But so I saw people were kind of talking a little bit about, didn't really get how these work. So yeah, what you do is you mix up resin, and you can fill every one of these little slots, and in the end, it's going to be one solid blank, and you basically just turn this whole thing. So it's pretty cool. I've been having really good luck with the resin 3D printed material, but you can even do it with a filament style printer. Just so I don't screw everything up, let's do 3 at a time and see how that goes. How about that? I think that's the smart play. So I'm just going to estimate that we need about 70 to 75 grams maybe for each one of these boxes. I don't know. Okay, so the secret ingredient is pipettes. You got to have some way of getting the resin out of your cup and into this, and like trying to use a cup, good luck. It's not going to happen, especially on these like diagonal things, which frankly I don't even know if these pipettes are going to work too well. Okay, so that's pretty thin. There's another way that you can go. You can also use syringes. These cost more though than these little pipette things. But if you need to get it in like the right perfect position, then you're going to need to use a disposable syringe. But you can get stuff into like any spot with this. Look at that. Ooh. And you can get these things on Amazon. That's where I got mine. So you just twist this on and you got yourself a little, and I got to be honest, these work way better than these little pipettes usually. These things are okay, and it's nice for something where you got a lot of colors like this, but if you're going for like pinpoint accuracy, this is much easier it just works a lot cleaner and better. So we're gonna go with liquid diamonds. It's an epoxy 2-to-1 ratio. 2 parts of part A, the resin, to 1 part of the B, which is the hardener. Okay, you can technically do liquid diamonds by weight or volume. This is one of the rare occasions. I would recommend using weight, way more accurate. All right, so we got our things on our tray, and into the pressure pot we go. All right, so far so good. These are looking awesome. So at this point, I just need to get one cut up, ready. I'm gonna make a cigar style pen. I think that would be a good one, a 2-piece. And we'll see how these things turn out. I can't wait to turn one of these guys. So we'll get this tool rest in place. I'm going to use my EasyWood tool mini finisher. That's just the kind of smaller, round cutter. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit so you can see the whole handle. Well, that's the wrong way. I like these ones. They're good for pens, but you can also do pretty large things with this. This tool, if you needed to get one tool, you wanted a carbide tool and you wanted just one, this thing can do a ton of stuff. So the mini finisher, and of course, negative rate carbide cutters. Gotta love those. Okay, so number 2, shaven bacon. So our nib is first. Let's get this thing set up here. Okay. Just like that. This guy goes on this side. We need to go back just a little bit. Get your glove out of there. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. I think that's a little bit better, huh? Boom. Okay. Now we can put our ink and this little transmission thing right there. Ooh, it works too. And I'm going to put this over on here so it doesn't roll away on me. This guy goes just like that. I mean, that would look fine. I think I want to keep the W shapes. So I think this is fine. Nope. All right, and then all you got to do is just kind of press it down. And we got it. What do you think about that? I'm pretty stoked about that. That turned out, that's what I had in mind. An Easter egg kind of theme. Man, I love it when a plan comes together. This thing turned out as I had really hoped. I mean, it's what I was kind of picturing in my head. A lot of times when you're trying to convert something like this, where there's a pattern that you're looking down, it's almost two-dimensional in kind of a square box. When you turn it round, a lot of times the sides you don't really think about how the sides are going to look. All you have to go on is that top and bottom pattern. And this thing turned out great. I really think it embodied the Easter theme. Let me know if you think the same, if this thing nailed the Easter theme for you. And also let me know if you have any color combination ideas for this. We just kind of came up with some ideas during the stream. I'd love to hear any suggestions you guys have to kind of play around with. And don't forget the 3D file. If you have a 3D printer, so this is not an actual physical product, it's a digital download. If you have a 3D printer and want to print these, the digital file is available for purchase on my website. Links down in the description below for that, as well as links to the pipettes and the syringes and anything else that I could think of with this project. I linked down below. So if you're thinking about getting into resin casting, but you're not really sure where to begin, check out my ebook, The Beginner's Guide to Resin Casting. It answers all those beginner questions, like, what do I need to get started? How does it all work? What resins should I be using? It'll help you get over that initial learning curve so you can get in the shop and start making some resin cast projects of your own. It's available on my website as well, links down below. So I guess until next time, guys, happy Easter and happy casting.